It's a test to know whether my character suits this character or whether that character suits my character. Now, most of the time, because people begin on the wrong step, they don't ever get to know each other until they marry. Because their minds are preoccupied with one thing. And when they meet, there's only one agenda. And because of that, they never get to know each other. Then they marry and have shocks in their life. If you take time to do what Solomon did with this woman and have a green bed to begin with, it is the basis for a good relationship. Christians are different people. The basis for our decisions are different. The motivation for our actions are different. We see things different from the way the world sees things. The world sees things on a selfish, man-centered view. Christians see things more from God's perspective. What does God say? What is God demanding? Now, with that understanding in mind, I want to give us a few information concerning choosing a spouse. Please turn to chapter 4, Song of Solomon. Chapter 4, verse 9 and 10. It says, "You have ravished my heart." This is the man speaking. "You've consumed my heart. You've ravished my heart. My sister, my spouse." Underline that. My sister, my spouse. "You have ravished my heart with one look of your eyes, with one link of your necklace. How fair is your love, my sister, my spouse. How much better than wine is your love, and the scent of your perfumes than all spices." And note the progression of relationship Solomon is talking about here. He says, "You have ravished my heart." Who? My sister, my spouse. He didn't say my spouse, my sister. In other words, before the woman ever became a spouse to Solomon, she had first become a sister to Solomon. In other words, they began a brother-sister relationship before it ended in husband-wife relationship. Now, for most of us, that first part of the relationship is not important to us. Because most of us think that the only time you talk to a woman is to propose to her that you want to marry her. And there are some of you that have been playing some reckless, risky games. Now you see somebody you don't know, you just admire her, maybe in the choir or as an usher or somebody you see in the congregation, and admire her, and you don't even have any relationship with the person. The first time you open your mouth to the person, you want to marry her. Marriage develops from friendship, courtship, before you have marriage. Before you ever think of marrying somebody, there should have been a time of friendship. And the time of friendship is the time when there are no strings attached to the relationship. It's the time when you know the person just as a friend. And at the time of friendship, most of the time, you may have a lot of people you are friends with. Because that's an open time. You have to have many options. And so as a Christian, for example, you are in the church and you are in a covenant family. You have 2-3 friends in the covenant family. You come to church, you have friends here, you have friends there, friends there. And out of that friendship, you gravitate closer and closer to a close network of people. In other words, if you start with a friendship with about 10 people, eventually you will close in on about 3 who are probables. Now, friendship is very important because during the time of friendship is the time you understand the person without a clouded mind. Because you see, romance disturbs focus. When you are romantically in love with somebody, you don't think.